Live, local, late breaking. This is 4029 News at 4.
Thanks for watching 4029 News at 4. I'm LaKyra Banks.
And I'm Brandon Evans. We begin with 4 things to know.
So first, breaking news, the White House says President Trump is planning a trip to Texas. He'll survey damage left by those devastating floods, and there have been nearly 90 confirmed deaths.
And President Trump's tariff pause is set to end this week. The Trump administration warning countries that they need to make a deal with the U.S. by Wednesday or their tariffs will go back to higher rates.
And a man suspected of killing at least 5 people across 2 states was back in court today. Stacey Lee Drake is charged with murder in the death of 3 people in Oklahoma.
The Economic Opportunity Agency in Washington County opened up applications for LIHEAP funding. People needing help paying their energy bills can get it starting today.
Let's get to a live look outside now. It's an impact day. Pop-up showers and storms could happen throughout our area. Make sure you have that umbrella handy. Let's get to Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee with a look at your Get Ready forecast.
All right, Darby, more storm chances tonight and tomorrow, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got a little bit showing up on radar at this point. Not a ton, but a little bit in there. As we take a look at radar over northwest Arkansas, you can see a little bit over Carroll County, a few stray showers over Madison, not much out there. A little bit over northeast Oklahoma, southwest Missouri, over Benton and Washington County, not much at all. We've got a few showers popping up there a little bit southeast of Fort Smith, around between Huntington, Mansfield area and Boonville. Another one just south of Clarksville, approaching Knoxville. You know, little pop-up showers and storms. A lot more activity over central Arkansas and over northeast Oklahoma, and some of in between that. We're going to fill this in a little bit as we go throughout the evening and overnight hours. Plenty of heat and humidity to work with. It is very hot and humid. Temperatures low to mid 90s across the area, with that humidity feeling like it's around 100 or above 100 in many locations. As we go through the evening hours, we'll see some of this fill in across northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. So not everybody will get rain out of this. In fact, a lot of folks won't, but don't be surprised if you happen to come across one of these heavy downpours. Maybe anybody heading out and about this evening, especially on the interstates, you come into one of those heavy downpours and it can be an issue. So watch out for some of that. Still could be a little bit tomorrow morning. Looking at the temperatures low to mid 70s. And then as we go throughout the day tomorrow, as early as tomorrow morning and certainly in the afternoon, more of those scattered showers and storms. Brandon, back in the forecast tomorrow. Again, hit and miss. We'll talk more about the rest of the forecast coming up.
All right, thanks, Darb. Stay up to date on changing weather conditions. Download that free 4029 News app.
Well, breaking this afternoon, President Trump says he plans to visit Texas communities impacted by those devastating flash floods later this week. The White House press secretary says that trip will likely come Friday. Now, search and rescue efforts are underway with at least 94 people dead. Reporter Maribel Gonzalez reports as the area deals with more extreme weather.
Waterways in some of the most devastated parts of central Texas rising again Monday as more rain falls in the area. The elements hampering ongoing search and rescue efforts.
They're running into a lot of technical challenges with terrain, with water.
The Kerr County Sheriff's Office says over 400 local, state, and national first responders and more than a dozen canine units are helping in the search and rescue efforts. Here, the dramatic rescue after 2 people clung to a tree to save their lives. Others in the state, including children, were forced to swim to safety.
The flood started getting bigger, and it was going up to, we have bunk beds in our cabins, and it was going up to the top bunk, and we had one choice, and we had to swim out of our cabins.
I said a prayer when I was standing on my porch. Both my parents are deceased, and I said, Mom, Dad, God, help.
The death toll continues to rise, including 27 campers and counselors from Camp Mystic along the Guadalupe River.
I've lost near friends, best friends, my boss, my godchildren.
The Hill Country community now questioning if anything could have been done to prevent this tragedy.
Everyone here, if we could have warned them, we would have done so. And we didn't even have a warning.
While survivors come together in their grief.
The outpour of people near, far, it's been incredible.
In Kerrville, Texas, I'm Maribel Gonzalez reporting.
All right, well, take a look at your screen. There's a QR code that's there now. It takes you to an article on our website, 4029tv.com. It explains how you can donate to help victims of the floods in Texas. You'll also see a QR code at the bottom right of your screen as we continue to cover this tragedy.
And in North Carolina now, where more flash flooding forced first responders into action. They rescued dozens of people from homes and apartments near the Eno River in Durham County.
So a man who lives in another part of the state says that he was surprised when he found the water was literally knocking at his back door.
Man, immediately I heard a crash, and within a minute, man, water was in and flooded and waist high, and it was pushing. It pushed the refrigerator in, it pushed lots of things flooding down the hallway, and I was trying to get my wife and my father-in-law out of the rushing water. We didn't want to get trapped or pinned by anything, so it was a scary moment.
Now, the flooding there was caused by Tropical Storm Chantal. It was the first named tropical system to make landfall in the U.S. this season, and one person has died.
Well, if you need help with energy assistance, you can get it starting today. The Economic Opportunity Agency in Washington County has opened up applications for LIHEAP funding.
4029 Chip Scarborough reporting live from studio. Chip.
Brandon LaKyra, the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program provides help to low-income individuals and families in Arkansas during the summer months. Families can receive one emergency benefit and one non-emergency benefit during the summer season. Now, last summer, LIHEAP helped more than 2,400 individuals in Washington County avoid energy disconnection with the funding. And the program says there's plenty to go around.
We usually do not run out of funds. We haven't since 2020. We haven't ran out of funds.
You can apply for non-emergency funding starting now until August the 29th. Emergency services are open until September the 30th. You can apply for LIHEAP via its online client. Washington County residents can call the Washington County EOA for assistance. That's the latest for now. I'm Chip Scarborough.
Chip, thank you. Let's take a live look from our nation's capital. The Trump administration urging countries to make deals with the U.S. now or risk their tariffs going back to higher rates. Now, this comes ahead of a looming trade deadline this week. The president has been sending letters to leaders of foreign countries outlining his plan.
ABC's Perry Russum has more from Washington.
Ahead of President Trump's Wednesday deadline to resume his Liberation Day tariffs, Trump today sending letters to foreign leaders warning if no deals are made, their tariffs will go up.
There will be approximately 12 other countries that will receive notifications and letters directly from the President of the United States.
Trump today posting letters addressed to the leaders of Japan and South Korea, two crucial trading partners. He says starting August 1st, he will charge both countries a 25% tariff on all products sent to the U.S. Trump says there will be no tariff if the companies from their countries build or manufacture in the U.S. And if Japan and South Korea decide to raise their tariffs, Trump says whatever number it's raised by will be added on to the 25%.
The administration, the president, and his trade team want to cut the best deals for the American people and the American worker.
So far, the White House has only announced the framework of a deal with the United Kingdom, and Trump says there is a deal in place with Vietnam. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says several trade announcements are coming in the next 48 hours. Bessent on CNBC.
We've had a lot of people change their tune in terms of negotiations. So my mailbox was full last night with a lot of new offers, a lot of new proposals.
American allies in Europe preparing for tough negotiations.
When the Commission sits down with the United States to negotiate on trade and tariffs, Europe must show strength.
The White House says those 12 tariff letters will be sent today. Other countries include South Africa, Malaysia, and Laos, with more letters being sent in the coming days. On China, Secretary Bessent says negotiations will resume. They're going to have another meeting in the next couple of weeks. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
And the Prime Minister of Israel is set to visit our nation's capital.
Yeah, so after the break, President Trump continues his push for a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. Plus, the president spars with a former political ally, the escalating feud between the commander-in-chief and the world's richest man.
Let's take a live look outside, watching for some pop-up showers and storms across our area. It is an impact day. You're going to find out just how long those storm chances stick around in your 7-day forecast that's coming up. But first, a look ahead to tomorrow.
4029 meteorologist Laura Huckabee has your early morning forecast.
Hi everyone. Looks like our Tuesday morning is going to wake us up to partly cloudy skies. Another day where we may run into scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. Early morning temperatures are going to be in the 70s in northwest Arkansas and also in the River Valley. But by the afternoon, a little daytime heating could spell a better chance for thunderstorms around. For more on that and of course news and traffic updates that you need to know, be sure to join Phil, Una, and me for Sunrise Tuesday morning starting at 4:30. Have a good day.